welcome back, or just welcome if you've never been here before. Anyway, the Volvo is done, at least for me. He's coming to pick it back up today. There's nothing left for me to do, actually. So this will probably be the last video that I post of this thing in a while. Might be back when we go to some meets with it. As you can see, the hood turned out pretty nice. I got the rust just going up the hood, and there's still some green every here and there, so it looks like it's a natural occurrence instead of just a big square blob. We got the lights down there hooked up yesterday. All those aren't hooked up yet. We got parking lights down here and up here, along with turn signals there. These are seal beams, so they are still the American spec headlights. Turbo grill. Those wheels might come off of it again. Change for some other wheels. There's a huge ass dump valve and a red air filter. That's pretty much it. Nothing exciting under here whatsoever. We painted the sills black yesterday. First a coat of stone guard, or stone chip guard, or whatever you call it, and then a layer of black plastidip, which is also on the bumper, side trim, and the rear bumper. The mirrors are coming off of it to be plastidipped later. That rear window, that is I forgot what it's called. It's not plexiglass, it's that other plastic thing that won't break as easily. I might remember. That is getting tinted, and that trim that goes down there is coming back on it. The exhaust tip was cut off and welded one of those on. It's just a 45-degree angle. Goes straight down. Looks like a diesel. Put the wing on. Yep, that wing is a V70, Volvo V70 wing. It's not made to fit a 945, so I just modified the original V70 brackets to attach it in there and screw it into the side there. Other than that, it is pretty much done. There's not much more to do, for me at least. There's a lot of small finicky stuff, but he's gonna do that himself, so he's coming to pick it up today. We replaced the transmission yesterday, filled it back up with oil, and put the new one in. And the old one, at least I said he can at least brag and says he had floating synchro mesh rings, because they literally were floating around inside the transmission in the oil, most of them. Fourth and third was just completely grenaded. All the small cogs in there that goes to engage third or fourth, those are just completely shredded. There's nothing left of them. Anyway, that'll be it for now. This turbo tank is done and going away from me. That is actually just an advantage for me, because I get some more room. Just wait till I can get the dart away. And the guy who owns the Lada actually talking about maybe coming here picking that up today. So we'll see. So it turns out I had a lot of stuff I could do today. As I said previously, was that the Volvo is being picked up tonight, and so's the Lada. And I got a tiny little job on Lada to do first. Was to actually get that seat in as a BMW seat, and I welded that to the car so it's now solid. And I did another little funny little mod. If you've ever been inside a Lada or driven a Lada or sat in one, you know that the steering wheel sits like a truck. And these are meant to be agricultural, cheap transport for the masses, not a comfortable car, per se. Anyway, the steering wheel, before I did this little mod, this was up here. So the steering wheel was about like this, if you held it. And it's really uncomfortable for me, at least. So I sent a snap to the guy who owns it and says, I've got your seat in, and I've done a tiny little comfort mod. I'll see if you notice it when you get here. What I did was I unbolted these nuts on either side to drop the steering column down, and then I put a couple sets of washers in there. That is about, should we say, 5 millimeters? Actually, maybe more, it might be 7. And it dropped down, so the steering wheel would be a lot more comfortable when you're sitting in the seat and driving. Now, this seat is adjustable in many ways. I think they're BMW seats, if I remember correctly. You sit like in an old Mini. You have your feet over to the side. The steering wheel is kind of in front of you. And then you sit even further to the side. I think the thing that's right in front of you is that. That's not really practical. Anyway, I got some more stuff to do. Because I have a welder. He doesn't. And this thing has rust. So I'll see if I can patch that up, and there's some more on the other side. Yeah, all of that. That is gonna take some work. I'll ask him how he wants it. There's 2 ways of doing this. So I'll ask him and get to work. Okay, so I've gotten that section of door sill or rocker or whatever you want to call it out, and I'm gonna spot weld it to the bottom lip here. I just gotta grind away some more of the paint, and then I'm gonna butt weld it to the edges around here. So let's just start making that little piece of metal. Okay, so I've gotten this side finished. For my sake it's finished. He is gonna grind down the rest of the welds himself. But that is tacked in at the bottom and then butt welded all the way around. And I've started on the other side. I've cut all these 2 pieces out because that's what I had to replace, and that is a lot. And there's a bunch of crap in here as well. Look at all this. There's rust particles, wet sand, which is the reason it's rusted. Well, I'll make some patch panels for these, and holy, that's nice on the inside. Well, anyway, I'll make some patch panels for these and get those tacked on. Okay, so I've gotten that second patch panel stitched up all the way along top here, down there, over there, and up there, all the way stitched around. I just started with a point there and a point there, point there, 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 and there, so it'll hold in place. Then I reshaped it with a body hammer to make the fit pretty much perfect, and then I just kept tacking. I couldn't weld all at once because it'll twist metal, because, well, you can see heat goes through metal pretty quickly. This is just from point welding, and I go point, 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 like that. Not several welds on one spot, because that will be too much heat for it. Anyway, The guy who owns it is actually coming now. He's on his way. And so is the guy owning the Volvo, so I have to hurry up and get this thing done.